Hey guys, we're live. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we have sound. Okay. What's up, guys? Dustin, Sammy, Cole, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, what do we have? We are, let's see, Clan versus Clan is running today, and I have done absolutely nothing. I didn't even really play today. I was too busy. Oh my god, look. 9,000 points today. I didn't get any of my quests done. I didn't do anything. All I did was claim my claimed what I needed for Beastbane. So I have these 4 now, but I still have to build them. And I figure we got 21 hours to finish this, and I can build him and claim him for this. So we'll get points there. I just need to do all the work. Let's see what else is happening. I think that's the only thing on a time restraint. I'm not doing any of the current event. 4-star. I don't have the souls. 4-star for MYTHLAX. No, 148. I'd need 300. I'm way behind. Let's see. And I need to do HYDRA tonight. I can wait on HYDRA. What do we have? Damn it, I didn't even finish Magma. That puts me 1 behind. Need me to check Discord. Dustin. Whenever I get a message like that says I need to check Discord, it's never a good thing. Favorite porn site for races? Only Clans. Oh, Dustin. The best thing about pooping... the best thing about pooping with the door open is being able to see the look on everyone's face at Starbucks. Got issues, man. What are we gonna do? I have all this stuff that still needs done. Where? On Friday. I thought he had school tomorrow. Okay. Thought he was doing that Friday. Okay. All right. Let's see. I normally upgrade skills. I've got 9. Like, is there anybody that I really want to throw these books into, that I need to throw these books into? Love you. Night. Fabian. I should throw the rest of these here. We're using him for certain things. Ask her when we get to hear you. They want to know when you get to shock me again. Never. The answer is never. Who else? Fabian, I could do... Is there anybody in here that gets used a lot? Who? Esme. None of these are really useful that they get used quite a bit. They're useful champs in here, but nobody that I'm really concerned about. Let's go with Hatter. We'll throw him on the Hatter. Alright, we need to get the points anyway. There's another 15,000. Okay, epics, including Master Vault. Who needs some books? See, I'm at a point where I don't... Savitha can get maxed out. I have more books than I need. Not using. These are... Use the fusion. Okay. Darrell. And Zello. All right, and I have none. Are there any? There's no rares that aren't food, probably, unless they're sitting. I guess I waste them here just for the points. 1,500 points. I normally go through the books for all the clan versus clans, but there's no personal rewards here, but I kind of want to at least push the numbers up a little bit. At least that pumps me over 50. And I'm hoarding energy, so I don't have to wait on any of this stuff. Close. All right, there's nothing here. I don't need... What progressive? Who do we have? Ooh, T-Hawks? I would love to have a second T-Hawks. That would be unreal. Yes, please. I'm not going to open anything. Just doing it to place them. 8 voids. We'll hold Lamassu. I'm not opening her until we have a reason to. So either Champ Chase or a another few, or clan versus clan with personal rewards. We'll wait. All right. Mission. What am I waiting on missions? Oh, 10 affinity bonuses. We're still on this. Can I can take this to 8 now. God, it's so slow. And I have to get this done before this Doom Tower shift. All right, we have Titan event, which I don't even know if I doubt I'm gonna worry about the Titan event. Champion training I need to do. We'll need to do champion training. Dungeon divers is gonna happen during champion training, but I don't know. Is anybody going after is anybody doing the Titan event for the free legendary? I just don't think it's going to be something I'd rather hoard resources. You haven't pulled a faction unity champ yet. I have. Wish there was a way to search for the unity champs. Teox I use a lot, but I think there's a couple of them that I don't even use at all. You won't pull any shards? I might. I don't see, like spider turn. That would be easy. Fire Knight, Bannerlords, High Elves, Sacred Order, and Barbarian. I hate those specific to do it. Let's see. Spider turn. We need 3,800. Let's dungeons. We're doing spider turn, and I'll use this to train those 3. Where are they at? Right here you are. 3. We'll do 2 and see it. We're going from, what is this? I saw these at the store and I didn't buy them last week, and they were like, oh, you should have, because they could be good. So I grabbed them. It is orange cream pop. It's the, I'm pretty sure it's like 35% estrogen. They're not bad, but they're not necessarily good either. So 384. We'll do this twice and see what we get. Right. So 2 runs. Attention divers. 384, 576. Well, shit. We're getting about 90 a run. So 38. Probably got to do it 35 times. 35 times to finish out Spider Turn Attack. That I can do. We'll do that one. What else do we need? Live Arena. We'll finish this. You heard my tampon drop out. Oh, God. Let's see. I told you guys the other day that my son picked up a new project car at the shop, and we started to work on it. He's like, I need a set of drop suspension. So I had Flash Shark Racy sent me one for us to make a couple of videos on. The videos are coming, and we put them on the car, and immediately took them back off and put another set on. He bought a very rare set and put those on instead. But we still have this kit. And was like, well, what do you want to do with it now? So he says he wants to put washers on it. If you have no idea what that is, what you do is your suspension, you take the springs out of your suspension, so there's no more springs, and you just ride, instead of having any kind of a shock, you just ride on metal washers, like stacks of metal washers. Is the craziest thing ever. So he brings this car over last night to see it, to take it for a ride. Thing was absolute bonkers. That'll be another video. Here, I'll give you just because this is so funny, I'll give you a sneak here. It is just ridiculous. It's nearly impossible. It took about 10 minutes in the car. He said his stomach was killing him. I was in it for 5 minutes, and it is like spine tingling, like brain numbing. It is absolutely nuts. I don't wish that on anybody. So that's another video coming. This is actually pretty funny. But what was worse is he didn't even make it home. He did it, drove it from the shop to my house. We went for some rides. Then he drove home, got stuck, and couldn't get in because he forgot his keys. And then went to drive back to my house. Made it about a mile from my house and blew one of the coils blew. So it sat the frame sat down on top of the tire. So he drove the last mile rubbing the tire on the frame to my house to park it overnight. So I think I went out, it's like 10:30 last night. We got to look at the car and you can just smell it, like burning rubber stuck up in there. It's actually pretty funny though. Just to do it. Why not? Just to see. Tag team. God, I hate tag team so much. This is by far my least favorite daily requirement. Or car. Oh my God, you have no idea. He's had it like 2 weeks. He's already driving it just beyond. 14-inch travel. Ours, the ones that he put together have no travel. No travel whatsoever. There's supposed to be a big coil on that. You definitely would have a good shot. So you can see the stack of washers. The coil, like the one in the background on the ground, The coil's been stripped off. The whole thing's been torn apart. And he left the bump stop on. The bump stop's what broke. The rubber piece at the top. The bump stop's what snapped that allowed it to sit on the tire. That's what riding on washers is. You literally are riding on washers. It's just steel washers. Like $20 worth of washers instead of a spring. So it creates a static, a completely, it's like a hardtail for a car. And like even my motorcycle was a hardtail, and that is just, it's no fun. It's no fun to drive. You wear socks with slides? Yeah, I do too. In fact, I think I wear socks and slides almost probably every day. The wife hates it. Subscribe. How many more we have to do with these things? 3 more. Socks and flip-flops? Come on. They're slides, not flip-flops. Socks and flip-flops is what my dad calls it, camel toe. As in, did you see her? She was rocking socks and a flip-flop. Yeah, I gotcha. No longer look at me the same. The next time I head out on a soccer field, I'll take a picture of my feet. Moose knuckle. Moose knuckle. I prefer ninja foot. Ninja foot. That's a good one. Yeah. I used to have a t-shirt that had a whole list on the back. I used to wear it on stream. I haven't worn that in a long time. I need to bust that out. Oh. Another one, the Mumbler. Jesus. I should give these away. That is going back in time here. Whew. Wow. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't give that away. We were cleaning. The wife was cleaning out my bookcase. And found a bunch of stuff. She's like, oh my God. You still have that. What was that? That was my first. I can't even say that. That was what we had before the Urban Dictionary. Completely true. I wonder if that's out there anywhere. Anybody? So funny. Okay. I'm squirreling off. I was trying to figure out what I could say and what I wasn't allowed to say. Probably shouldn't say anything. We'll just let it go. I'll talk about it in this week's weekly video update. Okay, Doom Tower. That's the arena's done. Need to get all this shit finished. 20 turns. Let's just use one of these keys and do Clan Boss. We'll do Brutal because I'll get points tomorrow. I'll do it for the points. Boards. I have to do 2 Demon Lord keys. I might use the other one too. All right, Infinity Potion. Classic Arena. We'll run through these. While we're doing these, let's take a break. Now a message from our newest sponsor, Aptoide. Here's your chance for a secret promo code in Raid. To get started, use my link to download Aptoide on your PC or Android device and install or update Raid Shadow Legends. For a limited time right now, this will also earn you bonus resources inside the game. What is Aptoide? That's easy. Aptoide is an alternative Android app store that is partnered with RAID to give you more for your hard-earned cash. Next, you'll need to install the APTOIDE Wallet, which is 100% fast and safe. Before you make a purchase, use my promo code SLEEP to receive an extra bonus of up to 25% in all your purchases in RAID. It's that easy. Word from our sponsor. Let's see. This weekend I leave this weekend. I'm traveling. I have a tournament. I'm out of town for a tournament, but I'll be back before Monday. But I cannot guarantee that it won't screw up weekly videos on Friday. If I can't get them done early enough in the morning Friday, they may be missing this week. Not a plan. Not something I'm going to try to do, but I have to get everything done before I leave. Is that Iron Gut? Good. Seems shady. That's not going to work. She's going to screw it up. Seaweeds. I knew that wasn't going to work. Why? I went ahead and did it anyway. Need to just get... I can probably still win it. Need to get Siffy out of the way. Do this with this squad. Need Teox to be able to do it. There's a hot chick who lost a local election. You're on her side because in every interview she never wears a bra. Is this where you live? See, now this is where you need to send me a link. That's an interview I want to see. That was my 30 points. We may as well do a couple more. Must be chilly wherever she is. Oh, I would vote for her. What you're saying is she has no trouble driving at night because the headlights are always on for safety. Gotcha. This is quite a decent run with multiple teams without Stone Skin. Come on. One hit. Ugh. There we go. I need to do all these for any other reason, just because I need them for oh, I still need to take Void accuracy to level 10. So much player versus player for that. So much arena. We do that one. Go down. We should be able to beat this one. Unless there's a bunch of Stone Skin. This is going to be a bust. Could just end this. That's what she said. Can we do it? Ah, we're good now. I just needed to get rid of Python to make way for... Oh shit. Maybe not. Come on, revive. Needs to revive. Shit. Thought I had it. Okay, well that's enough for there. That should have finished. Faction Wars. Lizardmen. Do 2. These are fast. It literally looks like piss. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a bottle of piss. Tastes better than piss. By a little bit. Not much. Just a little bit. Finish it off. More. Incinerate for Sulfurion. What do I even have on Sulfurion? I probably have Brimstone, if I'm guessing. Now I'm curious. I gotta figure it out. Survival instinct? Let's see. Incinerate. We'll switch it. See what that does. Specifically for Twitch named an emote after me. It's me. I'm this diva. Keys. See now, my mild OCD kicks in on something like this, where yesterday I didn't use all my keys. Didn't use all my keys yesterday, and I just want to use one key today to kill off magma, and then that way tomorrow I'm at least normal. I'll be behind a whole day, but at least normal. Oh, come on, come on. Do the rest on normal? That's a good idea. Until I get hard done. We'll do 3 runs here just to finish the quest out, and then I can come back and finish this stuff later. I am not looking forward to this weekend at all. This tournament is going to be awful. I normally love going to the tournaments. Miss going with the boys teams. It's sad, but it's true. We're gonna get beat up. They're gonna lose. We're gonna play 3 games. We're gonna lose 3 games. The only chance we have is for some reason another team doesn't show up and we win by default, or if there's a substitution and St. Rita's School for the Blind show up. We could probably win against a team of blind kids. Possibly. I would just have to have them dribble into the goals. We could at least dribble in 1 time. Maybe 2 times. They could win against a blind team. You want to know, this is true. I have not watched in its entirety a full Liverpool match for at least 6 or 7 months. I've been able to I'll watch the highlights, but I cannot watch an entire match, and it's because I literally just can't stand to watch it. It's so depressing. And this team has literally sucked the joy out of my life. It's so awful. There, that's done. More Demon Lord key. I'm just gonna do it. We never need keys, so we'll do hard. Going to any of the World Cup matches next year. I think the closest one for me would be Philadelphia. I think Philly's the closest stadium. It's still happening. People might not come to the United States. How bad would it be if they just deport all the teams that aren't the U.S.? Everyone ends up in an El Salvador gulag. They just deport everyone to El Salvador. All the national teams. Suck at geography. Kansas City is closer? There's no way that's closer to me than Philadelphia. Can't be. I'm in Ohio. Philly's like next door. Right? That can't be. I'm not saying that I'm not right. But I think I'm right. Might not be. Google it. We're Googling it. Still. See. Holy shit. Philadelphia is on the opposite side of Pennsylvania. So it's 540 miles from me. 540 miles. Aha. Kansas is 600. It's like an hour closer to go to Philadelphia. Barely. I would not have guessed it was that close. I thought Kansas City would be on the other side. I'm not in Illinois. I'm in Ohio. If I was in Illinois, it would be easy. That would be Kansas City. But I'm in Ohio. I thought I was in Illinois. Not that far out there. No, I'm in the shithole of Ohio. I live about 20 minutes away from where they eat the cats and the dogs. About 25 minutes from there. Toronto. That probably is closer. Yeah. That's 10 miles closer than Philadelphia for me. Canton's a bucket list trip. $200 miles. Canton's clear up on the other side. Is it a bucket list trip because of like the Football Hall of Fame? Isn't that the only thing in Canton? I've never been up that far to Canton. I've been up north, like through Michigan and stuff, but I've never been over to that side of Ohio. Been close, but never all the way that far to Canton. 3 more. Right off for 9th grade. Jesus. That sucks. I was never good at football. Hated it. I literally hated every moment of training, of lifting, of practicing, of playing, everything. I hated the whole thing. I only did it because I felt like I had to. The reason I hated it is it never felt like I was playing a game. It never felt like I was doing anything but following directions. For me, it was like paint by number, sports edition. You did exactly what you were told. You never, I mean, well, for the most part, you never made decisions. Everything about it was so divided out. You could only do this, you could only do that. Hated it. Played it for a really long time. When you grew up in Ohio, you don't have a choice. It's kind of required. There's all the advanced are done. What do we got next? Campaign boss. The other thing was, though, I was never really any good at it. Like, that's easy to say because I was literally never any good. Like a helmet to the knee. God. That's a young age to blow your knee out. Top block that destroyed all my plans. Jesus. I've felt all the knee pain. I've been there for all the knee stuff. I've had 3 knee surgeries. And I've got pins and cadaver parts in both knees. I know what it's like. But still hurts 25 years later. I've got this new wonderful sensation now where my right knee, which was my first surgery, it gets stuck, and you throw punch him. My knee gets stuck, and it feels like there's a tendon that's caught on something, and I'll straighten it to get it to move, and it'll pop. There's like a loud pop, and then it's fine. And they're like, man, you're old. Get over it. Great, thank you very much. I feel so much better now. Thank you for telling me to just suck it up. Tavern. We need... I forgot we have Champion Chase right now. So I kind of need... We need to do 3. Need to make some space here. You have no cartilage. It needed replaced, but you wouldn't do it. I have all my cartilage. I have, except on my left knee, which was my second or third surgery, that one, when I had a displaced meniscus and an ACL done at the same time, and they sewed the meniscus to the femur to hold it in place. And now I have scars on my knee. I don't know if they're because of that or it was just what happened in the surgery, but I have stationary scars. So I can move my leg. Like, you can grab my skin and move it, but the scar stays connected to the kneecap. It's like stuck to the kneecap. It's the grossest thing ever. That's on my left. My left's in much better shape than the right. The right is has the most damage. The right it was torn three times. I have three pieces of ACL damage in the right knee. And then they finally just replaced they pulled the entire tendon out and replaced it with a cadaver tendon. The damage from my knees is the stupidest shit ever. It is the dumbest stuff. The first time I had an ACL tear, I was training. So stupid. I was training with my brother-in-law for a triathlon. And he was trying to get me to do all this, like, it was like plyometrics and I don't even know what it was. What he had to do was you had to stand. You would like you would squat down and spread your knees and put your arms out. Like, you would spread your arms and squat down, and then your partner would climb around you. You would climb around them, and then they would stand and you would climb around them, and it was it's like back and forth. And he was coming around behind and it twisted. Another broom story. Now this is worse. This is like the gayest exercise story ever. And I twisted and I tore my ACL. And then that one did not do a surgery for. And they're like, well, it's not, you have a tear, it's not torn. And that you can survive on it. Your knee will buckle. You'll get like a buckle, but you'll be okay. And then about 3 or 4 months later, I was playing indoor soccer, and two of us collided. And we heard a pop, like a really loud pop. And I'm on the ground and he's on the ground, and he looks at me and he's like, was that you or was that me? Like, I don't know. Like, I hurt, but I don't know who that was. And he goes to get up, and he's like, I think I'm okay. And I went to get up and couldn't. It's like, God damn it. And then, so that was the second one. Then the third one, this is the stupidest one. No, it's the second stupidest one. I was jogging, and I was training for, this is when I was running every day. I was training for a run, and was on, I think it was like on a 7-mile run, and I'm a half mile from home, because I'm almost exactly a half mile from home. Run's done. I'm almost there, and I'm jogging. It's not that far from the house. I don't have a phone with me. I don't have anything. I'm just running, and I come up to a curb, and there's this little old lady who's getting ready to turn. So I stop, and I'm like on the edge of the curb. I'm jogging in place, and she turns in front of me. And as soon as she turns in front of me, I went to run. I just went to take off. And it was one of those curbs where instead of it being down, like it's not like a curb, it was like up to an intersection where it just sloped, like the center of the sidewalk sloped down. And I was watching her drive by, and I waved to her, and then I went to step forward to take off on the run, and I thought there was still a curb there, but it wasn't. It slanted down, and you get that where you go to step, and it's like you go to step and it misses, and it's like there was no step there. I hit, and I fell into the street. I like rolled into the street. And when I went to get up, like I didn't even hear a pop or anything. I went to get up, and I couldn't move my knee. It wouldn't straighten. It was stuck at a bend about like that. And so I'm like, I don't even know what to do. Like I can't walk on it. I can't get home. So I kind of like hobbled, like half crawled, half walked. It took me like an hour to go a half mile. I get home, I walk in the house, and my wife's like, where have you been? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, you need to take me to the hospital. And that one I went for, and they said that one, I had already torn my ACL. So I was already running on a torn ACL. But what had happened is because of the torn ACL, when I hit and landed, I tore and displaced my meniscus. And they're like, well, we have to do surgery for everything. So then I went ahead and had the ACL replaced and the meniscus done. Then, a few years later, this is the dumbest one. This is the worst ACL injury story I think anybody can possibly have. It was my son's birthday. He was like 12 years old. It was like 7 years ago. And he wants to go to this like laser tag place. It's like, okay, so we go, they play laser tag, and we get done, and there's this dumb thing called, it's like an escape room. And what it is it's like black lights and smoke, and you have to go from like the door, you have to sneak in to the other side. And it's like a bank heist. There's all these laser lights that flash through the smoke, and you have to guide your way through the lasers to get to the other side and like open the door, and you win. If you hit a laser, it buzzes and you lose it, and it tells you your time, like how far you made it, all that. And all right, see you, Cole. And the kids did it, and they were like jumping through, and I made a couple of comments like, this looks easy or fun or something, and the wife was like, well, I bet you can't do it. She was started making fun of me, and I'm like, well, get out of my way, I'll go in and do it. And I got in there, and I started working my way through the lasers, and I kind of like pinned myself in a corner, and I had to like bend over 90 degrees and then stay bent over and like hop over a laser. And I did it, and when I went and I came down, I came down wrong because I was bent over when I jumped, and I came down wrong, and I tore my ACL. And I got up, and I started to walk, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I think I'm gonna go to the car. And I hobbled out to my car. I sat in the car and was like, "You gotta be kidding me." I just blew this ACL. Like I knew it right away. It was my other leg. Yeah, I did it in a laser tag game. Something. But Dustin, I got a good calf story for you. I got a good calf story for you. When I had it's my first or second knee surgery. I had the surgery. It's just like a few days after the surgery, I had a team that was in a tournament series. It was a small-sided tournament, and they had won the regionals. They had won the local tournament, won the regionals, and were moving on to the Midwest regionals. I did not avoid the laser. They had made it to the Midwest regionals, and it was a 2-day tournament. I was about a week out of surgery, and I had all this. I was on crutches. I had crutches to walk on, and there was a ice system like wrapped into my leg post surgery. So every couple of hours, I had to go find somewhere to plug in so I could hook this machine up to my leg that would pump ice through under the bandages. So we go to this tournament. It's like 3 hours from home. We go to this tournament, and like spending the whole time, people are driving me from field to field on a golf cart, and then they would find me a place I could go sit, and that would plug in to relieve the pressure with some ice. But the boys were doing really good. They didn't win the Midwest regionals. They didn't qualify to move on to the national tournament. They qualified for it's like day one was your qualifiers, and if you finish, there was like 10 teams, and the top 4 teams moved on to the qualifying round. The bottom 6 teams moved on to a championship round, and you were done. Like the next day was your last day. You were kicked out, but you could fight for trophies at the Midwest level. So they ended up they won the Midwest. They won the Midwest, but they did not qualify for nationals. So we've got like 5 or 6 games that weekend, and I'm on crutches. I'm trying to stay seated, but they're doing really well, and I'm hobbling around, like walking around on one crutch, and like I'm putting all my weight on my good leg. And I'm just trying to keep the bad leg off, and I knew I was overdoing it. Like it just felt bad, but I didn't want to quit. And trying to coach these kids. And by the end of the weekend, I get home, and I know I'm in pain. I know something's wrong, and I think it was in the middle of the night. I woke up with a debilitating Charlie horse in the back of my good leg. And it would not go away. And I'm like, you got to take me to the hospital. This shit is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. And my wife, being a nurse, freaked out. And she's thinking, like, maybe he's got a blood clot. Like, you threw a blood clot. Something's wrong. So I go, and they end up telling me that I need to go get an MRI, that I have a muscle tear. So what I did was, all that weekend post-surgery, putting all my pressure and hopping around on my good leg and not using crutches, I ended up tearing my calf. I had they called it I think I had a vertical tear in my calf on my good leg. And you can't do rehab when, like, you can't rehab a knee, can't rehab a knee surgery when your other leg has a torn calf, and you can't rehab the torn calf when your other leg has had knee surgery. So it was the worst rehab ever. I felt like Helen Keller. It's like you can't, like, the one problem negates the other. It was awful. Although comparing that to Helen Keller's probably a bit. You get the idea. Sucked. Champion training. Okay. I will not forget HYDRA. I've got time. I'll do it after I finish all the dailies. We have plenty of room. Is that 10 spaces? This will unlock the 10. And enough. Finished. Moving on. 9 more, and over here we're all done. All right, so that's the daily quest. That's the easiest part. All right. I think that's where I'm going to end it. We've been on for about an hour and a half. That way I can finish this stuff out, get videos uploaded, and finish HYDRA before it's over. What do I think about the merger with Chris? I'm all for it. I don't care. I think it will allow us to finally get over a few humps. I think there might be a couple of people in the clan that will find themselves behind and not able to kind of make it through. That's kind of sad, but overall I think it's a good thing. I feel like we do pretty well for being a kind of not, I feel like we're pretty focused. Like the clan's pretty focused. This will just push us a little bit further. I mean, the only thing we really aren't doing is top rewards for Chimera. We could push Chimera. Shit. Finish it. Oh, I forgot I have to kill him twice. 1 and 2. 2. All right. Oh, I don't know if I can do this one. Jesus, come on. Oh, I did get it. We're at 226. More to do, I guess. How much time do we have on Hydra? 5 hours. We're at 3rd place. And I need 1.2 billion to max daily stuff. Let's see what kind of nightmare points I can get. Who did we just... Oh, it's right there. It's my brutal. Nightmare. We'll do... what do we need? Anything over 36.6? Nightmare. Come on. Nightmare. 36.6. 55.5 is max. $41. If I can push at least to 60 mil. 81. Do I keep it? For Nightmare. I'm gonna keep it. That's a new personal best. For normal. Okay. Nightmare. So brutal, we need 29.4. Brutal. All right. 35. Discard. Can we get at least 55? No. There we go. 60. We'll keep that one. That's another personal best. All right. Last one. So we got brutal and nightmare. Let's go hard. We need at least 20.4. Let's get rid of Tunisia. Who can I put in here? Be missing. We have Hex. We need Sulfurion? No. Already used him. Who else has HP burn here? Keep Tunisia. We do keep. Where is... there she is. What about Ninja? Would that be better? Do Ninja. Thorian? Dorian. All right, let's run this. See if it works. All right, can't do a freebie. We'll try this. We'll see if Wallmaster does better than TEMU. All right, that's where I'm going to end it. Appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll have to figure out something to do. I don't have anything else to do. We just need clan versus clan. Actually, clan versus clan will be running tomorrow night too. So we'll finish out what we need there and see how all this is working. Appreciate you guys hanging out. That's it. I'm finally he sleeps. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.